Hello once again. Here we go. Coming back to you again from another motel room in another part of Alabama. And today surfing on Facebook during my lunch and when I got off work and stuff like that. Apparently a lot of you are really butthurt about this NFL shit. Look, my theory is this. I don't give a fuck. They're all a bunch of overpaid asshats anyway. So if that's how you want to protest and, try to show the world that you're something, you're trying to make a difference, the only thing you're making is making yourself look like an idiot. Why am I saying that? Well, I don't play football. I never was good at football. What I'm saying is if you want to make a difference in somebody's fucking life, help them. Teach them something, Go out of your way to do something nice. Or, like I said, go out of your way to do something nice for somebody, regardless if it's paying for a stranger's cold drink or lunch. So, for all you NFL players out there that did stand and, still hold up the American values and stuff like that, thank you. Service members, thank you again. You guys are awesome. But what I'm saying is, for the rest of you Colin Kaepernicks out in the world, you can suck my big red hairy balls. Really, you can. And I'll tell you why. I work for a living. I have to work very hard for my living. My wife has to work for her living. You make millions and millions of dollars a year playing a sport. Now, granted, you've probably had to put the work in to get to where you're at, but you play a fucking sport. You don't have no job training after this. What are you gonna do? Well, what the fuck can you do? Can you even change a tire, homie? Can you cook a meal? Can you change a light bulb? Inquiring minds want to know. So let me tell you this. People that should be paid the maximum amount wage in the world or in the U.S., military members and the guys that work construction like I do. People that work in, government factories, stuff like that. How about the police, for instance? Because let's face it, that job's dangerous enough as it is. So, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, saying I'm better than Colin Kaepernick. Well, I am. I don't give a shit. I go to work, I come home. He goes and sits on the sideline or kneels on the football field, whatever the fuck he does, and he's called... What's a good word for it here? A liberator? You could call it a liberator. I guess because he's kneeling for the national anthem and he thinks because the American flag is oppressive? What? Don't make sense to me. I don't know where the fuck he's from, but where I'm from, you stand your ass up for the national anthem. It doesn't matter. It's a respect factor. It's a respect factor you pay to the people that have fought and died for this country for your right to have a pointless job as an entertainer of playing football for a living. You're a football player. What'd you do in college, homie? Did you get a doctorate or a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in something? Because after your little stint in the NFL's over, bro, you ain't got shit. What are you gonna do? I'll tell you what you're gonna do. After you retire, you're gonna go blow through that money, buy you another Rolls Royce or two or $100,000 watch. Wow. Folks like me fix your shit, build you a new house, whatever, and we just kind of just look up to you for no fucking reason. But there's also people like me. They don't give a shit about you. Really, all we want to do is piss on you. And to anybody else that might find this offensive, pull the pecker out of your ass and find your nuts and go to work. Be somebody. Be something. Give a damn if you. I don't care if you pick up garbage for a living. Come on. An honest dollar is an honest dollar. No matter how you slice it, regardless if you working at fucking McDonald's, a gas station, or picking trash. Honest work is honest work. And I take a lot of pride in what I do. I'm very proud of what I do. I'm very proud of a lot of the people I know, what they do. Like, I have a cousin that works for the government that he does, I don't know what it is. I ain't got no idea. All I know is it's something to do with designs and electronics, mathematical equations and shit like that. Stuff I know nothing about. But that's beside the point. I decided to go a different route. Yeah, I could have stayed in college and, became somebody, but me being the dumb kid I was, didn't want that. So I struggled for a few years and struggled for a few more years until my wife came back to me, or me and my wife decided to get married, and that's when I was hit with a reality check. The reality check is I don't want to be poor no more. I don't want to have nothing. I don't want to live in shit. I don't want my life to live in, a shitty place. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not the best person in the world. I'm not. I'm nobody's hero by no means, or trying to be somebody or toot my own horn, but for some reason here lately, there's been a lot of people that's been wanting to express their feelings, and I'm probably the calmest person as I can be right now. And for the simple fact, America was built by people like me. Generations before them and generations before them. And you gotta take the time to sit there and think. If it wasn't for iron workers, electricians, plumbers, the military, and carpenters, America would really be nothing. It'll balance itself out. But what I'm saying is, don't think just because you make hundreds of millions of dollars a year that people give a shit about you. Because to us, we just watch you for entertainment. We buy your clothes. I got about as much right as coming into your house, eating your food, drinking your beer, driving your shit. For the simple fact, and this is what they're going to realize soon, is that everybody's money that has ever bought a jersey, a piece of memorabilia, a photo, just anything, with athlete's name on it, you've paid for his shit. And for those athletes to do what they're doing now, to act like immature children, man, y'all are the worst role models than I ever thought about being. I don't consider myself a role model. I'm nobody. I'm a dirty ass iron worker. And fucking proud of it. Because there's certain things you get out of life. There's certain things you get, a feeling of accomplishment, a sense of pride. Regardless if it comes to putting on a uniform and heading out to the front lines, or putting on a McDonald's uniform. Listen, if you love what the fuck you do it. By all means, chase that dream, whatever it is. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't back down from nobody. Never back down from a challenge. Because I'll tell you, in the industry that I'm in, I have to trust not only the man beside me, but the guy behind me and the guy that's in the crane. And a lot of military members or servicemen and women, regardless, it doesn't matter. Everybody does their part. Whatever their part is, I don't know. But if you don't trust the people you got around you, it falls apart. It just... So, take the time and think about what you're doing. Set an example for the generation that's coming up that's gonna be a bunch of fucking idiots. Anyway. Why? Because they're entitled. They think the world owes them something, or they need a safe place. What the fuck is a safe place? The fuck is that? You know what my safe place is? Let me listen. This is a man's safe place. That's a safe place. That right there. This vicinity right here. This is a safe place. This is a man's safe place. His bed. That's the only safe fucking place you need. Why? Because you're only in it fucking long enough to recharge yourself to get your ass back out there and go to work. I want to hear the safe place shit. Give me that. And you Antifa motherfuckers. God almighty, y'all get away with it. How do y'all get away with that shit? Because y'all damn sure ain't doing it in Alabama. I know for a fact you ain't going to get away with it in Tennessee. And you damn sure ain't going to get away with it in North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Oh, I forgot one other one. Kentucky. Yeah. Y'all feeling froggy? Go to any of those places and try a riot. I just want to see it. Oh my God, it would be so funny. I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Why? Because I find that shit funny. Because it's stupid. A generation of people that are so hurt over something so little. It has to be funny. It has to be. I was born and raised in Alabama and grew up in Tennessee. I know the meaning of a lot of different things. I understand a lot of different things. I understand the country way of thinking and the city way of thinking. I understand the southern way of thinking and the northern way of thinking. I've been halfway across this country one time, and I will never do it again. Why? Oh, it's not because the people weren't nice. No, they were great people. It's just I have deep southern upbringings. And a lot of the rest of the country does not have that upbringing or that sense of upbringing. Regardless if you're white, black, Latino, it don't matter. Islamic, what the fuck, Hindu, I don't give a shit. If I come through a door and I see you coming, I'm gonna hold that door open for you, regardless of who the fuck you are. Regardless if you're gay, regardless if you're transgender, I don't give a shit. And that's where a lot of people get offended. Oh, can't talk about that, can't talk about this. I don't give a shit. Listen, I am a humble human being. I put my boots on just the same as everybody else. I go to work just the same as everybody else. The difference between me and you is this. And I'm going to show you. Most men nowadays know what these are. They're great. They're beautiful. They're fun. I do a lot of cool shit in them. Well, hold on. I'm still new at this. See that right there? That's a pair of work boots. That's how I make my living. in a pair of work boots, a harness, a hard hat, a couple of wrenches, a hammer, a welding lead, a cutting torch. That's how I make my living. Now, granted, it's a hard fucking life. By the time I'm probably 35, I'll be broke down just as much as my old man. But that's okay, because I'm not afraid of hard work. I know what it's like to struggle. There ain't nothing else this world can take from me or do to me, because I'm going to still get my ass up and go to work. Why? Because the guys behind me right here in this other room, they depend on me. My supervisor depends on me. My co-workers depend on me. Regardless how smart or how dumb you are, people fucking depend on you. And that's probably the biggest message I can give anybody. Is this whole country is so dependent on fucking TV and reality shows and sports networks and shit like that. That shit don't fucking matter. That's entertainment. That shit you enjoy in your spare time. On your downtime. Me, I don't want downtime because when I do have downtime, I get bored. And I'll tell you why that happens. For the simple fact that I am a child at heart and I am still a child. I still got a lot of growing up to do. I'm trying. I made $10 and I've made anywhere from $7.25 to fucking $32 an hour, depending on various jobs, or job locations, or job companies. What I'm saying is, I didn't really start working until I was maybe about 23, 24 in there. From the time I was 15 to 23, 22, I fucked off. I was a lazy motherfucker. And I'll be the first to... I'm still a lazy son of a bitch. If I'm home on the weekends, I don't feel like doing shit. But that's okay. Because I know in my mind, when I need to go and do something, I will get up and go fucking do it. And that's what a lot of the world needs, and that's what a lot of y'all need to realize. Like, for instance, I ain't spoke to my dad in probably 3 months. Why? I don't know. I know I need to talk to the old man. I know I need some of his guidance. But it's kind of hard to talk to somebody when they work till 8 o'clock at night. 7 days a week. Broken down. Ain't got nothing. Worked his ass off his whole life. Same as me. The same that my children will probably have to do. Why? Because I want them to have value. I want them to have good structure. If y'all want to stop some of the shit that's going on with these youngins today, teach them something. Teach them. You know, you ain't got to be aggressive about it. Go out there and cut the yard. Hey, come here. Let me show you how to do this. That's how you get them. I got a bunch of nieces and nephews. And I try to teach them all something. Whenever I see them, or no matter how small it is, or how fun it can be. Why? Because not a whole lot of people taught me anything. You know? And anybody can improve their life. You just got to want to improve it yourself. You got to get up, get out and go. Improve it. Be something. Be a change. Be a leader. Be a follower. Now, I'm not telling you not to have your own views and your own way of thinking. I'm not doing that. What you think is what you think, and what I think is what I think. Regardless of people, a bunch of y'all may think this whole video is stupid. But there'll be a few of you out there that actually do come through and sit there and say, that old boy right there had a good point. I need to do something about it. Well, there you go. If something I've said in this video has offended you in any other way, I'm not going to apologize. Why? I'm not really sorry. I will never be sorry for caring about other people and try to help other people. Why? Because I have my own problems. I have my own shit I deal with. My wife has her own shit she deals with. We try to deal with our shit together. You know, I'm not the easiest person to get along with. I'm an asshole. But for the most part, take something from this video. Be a better person. And strive for better. Y'all take care. Stay classy. Be safe. Bye.